Okay, so we're back to our fabulous gradebook. We have the data. We did the mill merge. A couple other things. What can we do with this data to make it a little more exciting? How can we use it to our advantage? Well, the one thing you can do is make graphs. All right, that's what Excel's at. I hate to use a pun. It's very good at making the graphs. All right. Issues do result from creating individual graphs for students due to confidentiality, but we can use the average data, all right, for the graphs to give you an idea how kids did over a year, how classes do, so on and so forth, all right. So I find it easier um, if you highlight and then copy and paste the values, all right, and just for right now, we're going to do this, copy, then paste these values underneath. Um, why don't you copy? There we go, copy, and then paste the values underneath. All right, so we have this nice clean data. So normally when you make a graph, you take both of them. Whoops, we don't want to return 4. You highlight the data that you want to graph, go over to insert, and then pick your recommended chart. You can do a bar graph if you want. Probably a line graph would look a little bit better. It pops up, and there it is. All right, so we have it right here. Here's our nice, actually I'm going to move it down here. Actually, you know what, I'm going to put it right in the middle. We have our nice graph right here. All right, now if we click on this graph, we can make a lot of changes to it. All right. You notice you double click on it, you have this sidebar that comes up. You can do a lot of different things with it. So this goes from 0 to 80. Makes it look like the grades are pretty high, but that's not the real picture. So we want to go over, click on the y-axis. All right, go over here to axis options. All right. And you notice the bounds are 0 to 80. So I want to change that 0 to 100. Nope, not 1,000. 0 to 100. All right. And hit enter. Okay, so now it pops up 0 to 100. All right, don't have anything down here, so let's make the minimum 50 because we don't have to worry about that. 50, enter again. All right, so it gives us that 50 to 100. And it says the units over here on the side, they go by 5. I think that's a little cluttered, so let's make it 10. Whoops, and I didn't save it. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. This happens all the time. Actually, looks like I did. Okay, there we go. Good. So that looks good. All right. We have this term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4. That looks pretty good. We're going to rename the chart. We'll call this, I don't know, I teach history. So HISTO, history. All right. And grades. All right. And we can see the chart, the progression going up and down. A couple other things you can do to make it look a little bit better. If you want, you can click on the data series here. All right. Once again, you can go over to series options. Actually, not giving you a lot to do in that one. If you go over here to add chart element, a whole bunch of different options. All right, primary horizontal, primary vertical. You can get rid of one, get rid of the other. Insert titles, get rid of titles. Probably the most helpful one are the grid lines. So you can put the grid lines. I just took them away. You can put the grid lines in going across if you so desire. You can also have grid lines going down, although that tends to look a little bit busy to have them both ways. Another one that you might want to do are the drop lines. So if you have a lot of data, you notice how the drop lines pop up, now they go away. That's helpful too. So you would find that information, actually let's move this up just a little because it's on the line. There we go. So you'd find that over here in add chart element. As for the other information, if you want to change the scope of the horizontal alignment, same thing. You can go down here, axis options. You can insert tick marks. If you notice cross, you notice it's very hard to see, but little tick marks just popped up right there. So it's almost limitless what you can do when creating these charts, as well as changing the color. All right, changing like how the line looks and things like that. And it's really good just to come in and play around with it. Oh, here's one, change colors. So let's make it orange. So something that might look a little bit better for you.